clap, Guardians, clap. Rocchio. What a great game from Rocchio. J. Ram started off with a home run, get us up 1-0. Manzardo, 2-0 later. But the play of the game was in the top of the fifth, bases loaded. Cantillo just lost it all of a sudden. He pitched really well up to that point and just lost it. And then all of a sudden, a great double play ball by Rocchio on his tippy toes. Tippy toes. Rocchio with the play of the game. If you didn't see it, go back and watch a replay. It's a great play by Rocchio. He later got an RBI single, a sacrifice squeeze bunt. What a big game from our boy Rocchio. Give this guy credit. He has really grinded back from what a horrible start to the season. He has done such a nice job. Clean game from the Guardians. Angel Martinez, our angel, is on fire right now too. Played really, really well. Clase looks really, really good. Yay, LB Browns. Great to see you. How are you? We are 500, Popester. It is good. Mojambi, great to see you. Johnny Potter, clapping. We are so back. McMell, they are flying right now. And again, Rocchio was great tonight. He was the star. That double play in the fifth inning, bases loaded, nobody out. It looked like the Orioles were going to start to lean on this game. It was only 2-0. And that double play ball only allowed one run to score. Cantillo got the next out, got him to win. Huge play. Avery, it is still Guardians for now. But as we all know, the Trumpster might want a little tribe in there. Good to see as always, Avery. Why are the Guardians so up and down? This is who the Guardians are. I really wouldn't say too much one way or the other. Back to 500. Justin Kling Tattoos is right. Rocchio. Guardians clap. Rocchio is a beast. He really is a beast. Really, really is a beast. Imagine if they won 3 or 4 of those 10 straight losses. You know what? They're here. They're at 500. They've climbed back in. It was amazing. I do not agree with you about that, Don Flex. I'm not fire. Not fire. Antonetti. Tomster, 500. B. Cato is loving the garbage. The garbage is being taken out, B. Cato. You got to accept it. Great win. Now go get a couple power bats. Beat Buckeye. That'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? We can catch the Tigers if we keep playing like this. They are really doing a nice job of taking care of the garbage. The big series was the Astros. That sweep in Houston started this whole thing. Their defense has been much cleaner. Angel Martinez has gone off. Jose Ramirez has been leading the way. It's amazing during the stretch. I haven't had much from Quan. He did have a great play in the field, though. There is no fiesta with Festa, Colin. Great to see you. Matt Festa tried to lose this game. He tried. He tried hard. It is no fiesta with Festa. Avery, I hope Trump forces his luck. I never get into politics. I am all about Cleveland teams. Cleveland's the most important thing here, Avery. It's the most important thing. I agree with Tony Grossi. I understand the passion. I grew up in the Major League 90s Indians, 80s Indians. I grew up with them. I grew up with the tribe. But I hate how politics gets into sports. I don't like it. I just want there to be teams in Cleveland, which there are. If they change it to the Indians, so be it. If they don't, the Guardians are fine. I've gotten used to the Guardians, to be honest with you. D-bag, playoffs, here we come. Would you trade Quan and Clase for the big dumper? Stan, are you trying to say for a big thumper? I thought Jones was going to fall again. I thought so, too. Indians, 1-3-4. I was a little nervous. Good to see you. 9 games behind. A-Train, they're climbing back. Now you're finally at 500. Fiesta is not as good as Brian Shaw, actually, BKO. Festa reminds me of Eric Plunk, for those of you who are old enough to remember Eric Plunk. Threatening to climb out of the cellar. They're almost there, Cram. Justin Klink, the Guardian's name has really grown on me. Justin Klink, I feel the same way. I like the name Guards. I like the name Guardians. If they change it back to Indians, so be it. If they keep the name Guardians, so be it. There's bigger things to fight about, in my opinion. But I understand the passion of the Indians name. I grew up with the Major League Indians. I had my birthday's in August, so I celebrated many birthdays at Municipal and in the 90s at the Jake. So I love it. I love the name Indians. I get it. But I don't get hooked on the name one way or the other. I really don't. I understand the passion, but it's more important to have the team in Cleveland. Manzaro getting a little warm. Yes, I agree. Me a month ago, it's over. Shane, I agree with you about that. We're hitting stride at the right time. I agree with you about that. McMee, good to see you. TKA Legend was surprised to see Festa in a tight game. They're trying to spread out their pitching. They don't have a day off in a while. I knew why Festa came in the game. I didn't like how he came in the game. What I mean by that, TKA Legend. Sabrowski, who was okay, but he didn't give up any runs. Oh, actually, I shouldn't say that. He gave up a home run. But they put in Festa with 2 outs. I hate that crap. And every manager does it now, so the vote's not unique. I would just let the pitcher finish out the inning. I think they're staying pat, D-bag. I really do. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think anything's happening with the Guardians at the trade deadline. The only thing I can see is if some team blows them away with a Class A trade. 16 walks in 2 games helps. Boy, the Orioles pitching is awful. Let's make this statement real quick. Can you imagine if you're an Orioles fan? The Guardians are in so much better shape than the Orioles. And yet, coming into the season, everybody probably thought the Orioles would be much better than the Guardians. The Orioles look like garbage. And they are garbage. Laureano is one of their better players right now. Remember this team was up and coming and young? They look lost. The Guardians have lapped the Orioles. I think we're going to not sell Colin, no. Vote took them to the good strip club. They got tips from probably Watson. If we beat the Mets 2 out of 3 in a few weeks, then I'll buy in again. I hear you, BK, Go Guardians is right. Harmony, good to see you. Great win. Man, this is fun. Buy, sell. I think they should try to buy. But Raymond, I know this team too well. They won't do it. They're probably just going to stand pat. Jonathan, I hate how politics made the Indians change their name. Jonathan, there's a lot that went into that. I don't have a big enough or enough energy to get into it tonight. There's a lot that went into that name change. And again, I will just say, there's so much into that storyline. Anyways, the name has changed. It's Guardians now. I don't think politics actually changed it. I think what happened is the Indians felt like they did not. This is such a mess. I don't want to get into it. They're the Guardians. Maybe they come back to be the Indians. I don't know. Cal Riley, that'd be great. Andy, the Big Dumper, is the catcher for the Mariners. Oh, that's his nickname, is the Big Dumper? Oh. Okay. I'm not hip to the hop on Cal Riley. Get rid of Festa, says Guardians Express. By the way, Cal Riley's really good. Oh, my God. Remember Eric Plunk? Stan, thank you. I'm not fucking cool enough to know Cal Riley's nickname. I'm not a Mariners fan. Hawaii. Aloha. Good to see you, dude. Tigers lose, Red Sox lose. The Red Sox have a very hard second-half schedule. The Mariners have a very hard second-half schedule. The Red Sox are playing all these teams the Guardians played. Phillies, enjoy. They play the Dodgers soon. Enjoy. Enjoy, Boston. Enjoy. They get to play the Padres. Enjoy. All those teams, Charlie, are all coming back. Norman Klein, I hear you about the Indians name. Would you rather have a real owner who will spend money? Well, of course we'd love to have owners who spend more money. The problem is, Stan, money making revenue in baseball is not fairly shared. NBA it is, NFL it is. It is not in baseball. B. Cato hates Festa too. They could call the game the pee-pees, the poo-poos, so long as they play in Cleveland. That's how I feel too. Justin Klink, I get the passion. And I know a lot of people, even people who are on both sides of the aisle, who want the name Indians. I get it. It's not just a Republican or conservative thing. There's a lot of people who are Democrats and liberals too who like the name Indians. It's a very, very complicated issue. That said, I understand that. I don't get hooked on the Indians' names and ministers. Any people do, but again, like I'm not naive. Like again, I got Omar Vizquel. He meant a lot to me. I have a lot of Indians gear. I get it. Could we make a trade for Adley? I don't think so. No, I don't think Adley's going anywhere. No, Jonathan, it's been a heck of a comeback. It really has been. Boy, I mean, 3 weeks ago we were in the dark. Damian's ready to pack Fiesta. I didn't like extending Smith. Colin, I don't think they had a choice though tonight because, again, they're playing with no days off. They're trying to lengthen their bullpen a little bit. I enjoy watching Martinez too. Clase is still good. Just had a few bad games earlier. Well, he had a bad month, but he's really bounced back from that. I mean, he's really, really bounced back from it. I agree with you, Stanley, about the Clase thing. I want Vogt to show more emotion. Colin, I do too. He's very analytical. It's never going to happen. Who do you think we end up? I don't think. Again, unless it's a catcher, or they get overwhelmed by a Class A trade, which I still think can happen. That's the only things I can see here. Will. I don't think the Guardians are doing anything. They're not going to give up on their young prospects. And here's a problem that is unfortunate. It sounds like DeLauder's, and I've heard this earlier, even before tonight, even before this week. I think DeLauder's really hurt. I don't think he's coming up this year. Tyler Naquin making a comeback. I think that is crazy too, Telez. I heard Michael Hall was hanging out with Junkins. Yes, Hall is on the PUP list. Tigers is in shambles right now. They're really, really struggling. Cleveland changed their name and got the All-Star game. Braves didn't. Justin Klink, there's so much. I mean, the Chiefs, the Blackhawks, you just mentioned the Braves. There's a lot of names. It's complicated. I don't even like bringing it up, so I think it's a Debbie Downer. I'd rather talk about the game. But for what it's worth, the Indians' name has changed. We all know that. It's not going back right now. I don't think the Guardians, knowing that organization, they're not going to be the Indians anytime soon. I'd be stunned. And again, I don't think it should be something like just play for Cleveland. I've heard nothing about Lane Thomas. Alex, I've heard nothing about Arias. Nothing about Arias. Nothing. I thought Arias would be back up here by now. Nothing. Jose hitting that home run tonight. Nobody's surprised that kid is so good. TK legend Watson should be mentoring some of these young guys. Oh, TK legend. Look, if Watson can help out any of the Browns, fine. But I gotta be honest with you, I'm kind of done with Watson. I actually at this point, if Watson was in a hot tub and he's hanging out, I'm fine. Watson is. I gotta be honest with you, TK legend. Watson just needs to go. It's time for Watson to. See you later. Sounds like DeLauder might be done for the year. It does sound like that. In email, I got tips. I mean, it got tipped off earlier. It sounds like it's really hurt. Really hurt. That sucks. I do anything for a serviceable catcher. I hate the Tigers, so do I. They should just set the deadline. Does Bieber have a chance? Yes, he does. David, he pitched well tonight in Lake County. And how Martinez is nasty. Nasty. Yep, B. Cato gave the Shane update. Let's talk about bad. Again, it's no Fiesta with Festa, Damien. It's not. Your great-great-grandfather's got over the name Cleveland Spiders. Stop. Let's enjoy this team. Let's just enjoy baseball is right. Is there an update on Bieber? Pitched tonight, pitched well. Saw Shane Beebs is back on the bump. Can't wait. He's getting closer. Watson needs to stay held out of Cleveland forever. Colin, I think, in a polite way, yes, time for Watson to move on. We need to move on. He needs to move on. And away we go. Watson would enjoy Miami. Watson, who was in the Josh Bell trade, is now in Columbus. Oh, yeah, that young kid. We'll to see. No. Class A is a lot more valuable than what you're saying there, Zevin. I'm not a big Durant guy. I've been saying that. Pirates beating up the Kitty Cats. Meow. Great win. And away we go. Have a good night. Take care, Guardians on fire. Taking out the garbage. Rocchio and Hel Martinez. J-Ram. All had good games. Manzardo had an RBI in this game, too. Big play of the game's 5th inning. Rocchio's turning of the double play to keep the game at 2-1 was huge. Twinkies stink. Twinkies are good for dunking in milk, and that's it. Rocco Baldelli's terrible. But I love him. I don't want him to get fired. Taking Fest out. Yeah, well, Matt Fest is not going to be here much longer. By the way, I wonder if Tim Herron's coming back. And it sounds like Trevor Steffen's really going to need more time. I agree with you, B. Cato, about that, too. Have a good night. Let's not get too excited about Rocchio. Oh, TK legend, I don't know. See, again, I think Rocchio was growing up in front of our eyes. Even with Arias' fast start, still was pausing on Arias. I'm buying into Rocchio. That's this game tonight. If you watched the Royals game last year with a big home run, a home run against the Dodgers, he is now making the everyday play and the big play. I think Rocchio's the real deal. I'm starting to really buy into this. He's the first one of these Schneemans and I'll give it to Hel Martinez too. And Hel Martinez and Rocchio I buy into. I buy into big time. Big time. Nolan Jones, no. J-Rod, Schneeman, want to see more. Will Wilson, even though Will Wilson hasn't done anything, want to see more. I do like, though, him. Bazana to AAA soon. We'll see. He had a couple hits tonight. Have a good night. Be back here tomorrow.